All I'm considering right now is whether my car got nicked. I know old man Georgie said this area is safe. It's a bit of a pile of junk. But it's a pile of junk with sentimental value. I sense a story. It's quite a story indeed. I'll make it short, cause it's pretty late. I got this car many moons ago, back when Gala was my bodyguard. I had been stuck in Seattle for a while, working day in, day out. At some point, I decided I needed a proper break. But, you know Gala, he's a bit of a stickler for the rules. There's no way I could have a night out in the middle of a big job, not on his watch. So you slipped his watch? Haha, you know me so well. Some friends and I, we decided to get together. I was to provide the ride, they provided the entertainment. I did the usual thing. I waited until Gala was sound asleep. I left a pile of pillows under the duvet, Hyde-shaped, and snuck out of the hotel room. There's only one problem. Gala was my chauffeur as well. And he had your car keys. He had my car keys. And I wasn't about to poke the bear wolf. The bear wolf. So I went to the nearest dealership and got the cheapest car I could find. I only intended to keep it for the night, you see. I'll spare you the details, but my friend and I, we drove to a lovely spot with a view. For the sort of action which, I admit, might appear ambiguous from the outside, but to me, it was very enjoyable indeed. We were right in the thick of it when, suddenly, we hear a tap on the window. Gala found you, didn't he? The fucking wolf found me. He peers inside, then he starts banging on the door so hard the whole car is shaking. Well, it just kind of freezes, and then he says, "How dare you kidnap Mr. Hyde?" Opens the door, tosses my dates outside. Mr. Hyde, you're not winding me up, are you? Oh, Deuscain, I wish. Sorry, it sends me into a fit just to think about it. He princess carries me out to the car, you can't believe that. That's a conscientious bodyguard if ever I heard one. Right, truly earning his yearly bonus. I didn't even have the chance to explain the situation. At least not until he removed my gag. Hyde! Hyde! Jesus! Here I thought Kala was just being a little extra, but he found you gagged in the cheapest car you could buy off of a lot, presumably having sex with people. Oh my fucking god, Hyde! Gala acted like he was angry, but in reality, he was mortified. If not as mortified as my dates, whom I had to pick out of the grass. Oh, poor Gala. Just Deuscain, I see where your allegiance lies. Personally, I say poor me. I never saw those lovely friends again after that fiasco. But I couldn't be angry at Gala, even then. In fact, I found his chivalry rather charming. He didn't seem to find my antics quite as charming, though. He had woken up, hadn't found me, and was already suspecting the worst. That was before he discovered me in a strange car in the middle of nowhere, in a compromising position. I think he was truly terrified on my account. So, he stopped talking to me for a few weeks. That doesn't sound unfair. I suppose it doesn't. He also wouldn't give me my car keys back. I got stuck with this old thing you can see outside. The worst of it is, if you can believe it, I decided as a grand gesture to chauffeur him around in it. He stopped sulking very rather quickly after that. I suspected he wasn't a huge fan of my driving. Anyhow, I decided to keep the car in the end, for whatever reason. My car collection has some serious turnover, but this one isn't going anywhere. I must have replaced everything inside of it a dozen times over. It's very banged up, but I've grown so fond of it by now. We're both a little stuck in time, this car and I. You're rather more sentimental than I thought, Mr. Hyde. Sentimental, huh? That's what you took away from the story? But I suppose you're right. Good thing it's only us here. I can plausibly deny this conversation ever took place. Still, the rain has stopped. This is my cue to go, before I lose all my remaining cred. I hope your car is safe and sound. So do I.